Hey everybody, this is Sierra, your host, back for season 2 of Bubbly Banter Podcast. And if you're new here and you came over from the Twitch community, hi, this is Dainty Siren, and my name is Sierra. And if you are coming back and you don't know anything about my Twitch life, hello, this is Sierra, also known as Dainty Siren on Twitch. Drop me a follow, come hang out during stream while we're live. And I am back after 2 years. We're going to dive in and tell you everything that's new because a lot has changed. A lot has changed. And I am here with my amazing and lovely co-host, my permanent co-host. And I'm going to let him steal the show for a second.
It's Level Up Nomad, guys. Trevor, the hubby of Mrs. Siren.
He said Miss Siren. We did like 3 takes of this and he kept saying Miss. And I was like, it's Mrs. Sprouse. If anyone knows that video that I'm talking about.
Yeah, we did a few takes, but
he spilled boba on his pants.
I got a little, yeah.
And I didn't want to wait on him and I didn't want to do the editing. So I said, we're just going to pause it and start again.
And then she threw a brick at me, guys.
I did not throw a brick at him. I wish, but no, I'm just kidding.
She wants that life insurance policy.
Oh my God.
We got married in life insurance. Now she's like...
So guys, we're going to start off podcast like we always do with boba. So I got the boba milk tea with 30% sugar, less ice, and extra tapioca pearls, as I always do.
Not me, was spilling again. I got brown sugar milk tea. Don't look at me like that, Missy.
If you're watching on YouTube, you saw exactly how I looked at him. And as I should.
With 50%
as I
sugar
should.
And less ice.
Yes. Tink! To boba and a Bubbly Banter Podcast Season 2.
Tink!
Tink! You guys, so much has changed in the last 2 years. Oh my gosh. We don't really even know where to start. All I know is that I've been telling Trevor, this is gonna be hard, bouncing back and forth between our government names and then remembering to use our Twitch streaming names, which at this point it doesn't matter because if you're coming from stream, then you know our government names now. I'm Sierra. Hello. And this is Trevor, which we've always called him Trevor. It was really hard to keep up with his gaming tag, Level Up Nomad. And a lot of people kept trying to make Mr. Siren a thing.
And Daddy Siren.
No one tried making Daddy Siren a thing.
Zaddy Siren.
No one tried making Zaddy Siren a thing either.
Purse did. Elka did.
Your boyfriends did, and that is all.
Achilles did.
Yep. Yep.
Who else?
That's it, sweetie. Nobody else.
Handyman Sam did.
No, I don't think he did.
Puzzles would have.
Okay, and so you guys.
Shadow.
So season 2. Wow, let's talk about that. You guys, we have done so much since last season. I mean, so much has changed. We've joined a church. We've become church members. We have traveled to several more countries.
Mm-hmm.
I tried switching careers and was not successful with that and went back to dentistry. We became a affiliated Twitch streamer. We just hit 2.2k followers on Twitch.
Doing things.
We're doing things. And now, what's next, babe? What should we talk about? What should we dive into first? Let's catch you guys up on life before we just dive into the bantering. Of the bubbly.
So the podcast stopped like halfway through 2024.
Just like right. Yeah, like right before we moved.
Church.
No, yeah, like right before we joined our church, and then because I actually just picked up streaming and was talking about Fortnite at some point during season 1 and how I sucked at it, which update, I do still suck at it, but not as bad. Not as bad, you guys.
She's growing out here.
I'm growing. My aim's getting better. We're doing things. But it's been a journey. I would say, yeah, like life just got so busy. So we just took a break from podcasting. And at one point, I even went on a 5-month break of streaming. Yeah. And I mean, so much has happened. I picked up streaming right when I decided to let go of podcasting. I thought, It was the same time I went ahead and decided, oh, I'm going to focus on one or the other. And I chose streaming. And then life just kept getting busier. So I put that down for 5 months. And then we just like really hardcore focused on our walk of faith with Christ and getting closer to God. We got into a very amazing church that is just like family to us. And we are now members of the church, which is, you know, different than just attending the church. We are actually invested members. So we help out teaching the children. On certain Sundays, we lead home groups on Tuesdays. And on Sundays, we meet every Sunday for service and dinner. And today we actually wore some bobs, you guys. Bob.
And I looked fabulous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Trevor looked fabulous, you guys. He got called Gen Z Jesus, actually, with that pink bob. I'm like debating, should we insert some video clips at some point at the end of the podcast? Maybe we could.
Or a picture.
Oh.
Just for the cover. The thumbnail.
We could do that, you guys. Yeah, we literally like, life has just been lifing, but also it's been so fun. It's been so fun. Like we just got back from Shanghai and Hong Kong. And prior to that, we went to Thailand.
Yeah.
And we can go into more details on that in other episodes. But I mean, we've done a lot of traveling ever since we got back from Singapore, which we did an episode on that in season 1.
Yep.
And that's what we did for our honeymoon. We're about to approach our 2 years of marriage, you guys. April 12th.
Now what? 2.5 months away?
Mm-hmm.
I guess. No,
Yeah, because March is approaching.
No.
Wow. So much has happened. Yeah, so much has happened.
2 years.
2 years!
2.
He's been stuck with me for 2. And now we got for life to go. Okay.
Just kidding.
Yeah, okay. If you're on Spotify and you can't see this.
I love you. Long time. 8 to infinity. 8 to infinity.
We got 2 down, 6 more to go.
25 to
and
life.
now we can say that 8 to infinity. But that's yeah, guys, that's kind of like a little update of what's been going on. We're gonna make separate episodes as well, just to go more depth about like traveling, our favorite parts of traveling, our favorite foods of what we've had when we went to different countries and tried their culture out. Fun fact: we went to a spa in, was it Shanghai? It was Shanghai, right?
About cupping?
No, not the cupping. Oh, well, that too. But no, I was going to talk about the spa where they make you strip down. They were like, get naked. And they were like,
everywhere.
No. But this one, they were like, get naked and we're going to massage you. And I was like, no. 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 And they were like, go sit in the hot tub. And I was like, naked? No.
Singapore and Thailand both did that.
No, this was in Shanghai because we went to it was like a big clubhouse where we had robes and we ate fruit and we got to leisure around and eat ice cream.
Oh, that was in Shanghai.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like so we had to like go and literally it was a requirement. You had to shower before they let you go into like the gaming rooms, the leisuring rooms, the massage rooms, the little lunch cafeteria where you got like unlimited fruit and snacks and ice cream. I mean, it was amazing.
They didn't want you stinking up the place.
They did not want you stinking up that
Especially
place.
us foreigners.
Okay, calm down. And so when we went, we literally were told like, y'all need to go and freshen up. And whenever you enter, there's going to be somebody there waiting for you. They will direct you to the locker room. They will tell you what to do. And then when you're done, like you told them too, like they had a list. They're like, what do you want? Do you want scrubbing? Do you want a scalp massage? And I'm over here thinking like, heck yeah, I want all of this. But I didn't know that they were going to say, all right, go stand in this shower with no walls. And you're going to be standing next to all these other naked women. And then after that, they were like, and once you're done there, you're going to go lay down on this bed.
It wasn't naked women for me. It was naked men.
Yeah. It better have been. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. But that was a fun time. You were so embarrassed.
Oh, I dipped out so fast. I didn't do it. I literally told them, I was like, take my name off the list. I don't want y'all scrubbing me with no body scrubs, with your bare hands. now.
Is it for, because like guys, like growing up, like with like high school, like sports and whatnot, like gym locker rooms, we're kind of like used to like naked dudes.
I mean, we like in high school
but
we did that too, but we still had separators. We had the shower curtains. This was like straight up no walls. Like, guys, since I was like the only foreigner in there at the moment, all these women decided to just stop and stare. I was like, "Hello, can I help you guys? Would you like to pay me for the show?"
I'm jealous.
But it was the I'm sorry, what? You what?
Yeah, no one was looking at me. I'm just walking around vibing.
Okay. Okay, guys, we went to go get a massage, and this was like way prior to this little like fun house session place that we found on TikTok.
24-hour spa.
Yeah, it was a 24-hour spa. And Trevor found us like just a regular parlor that you would just go to right after we got off the flight. And we went, and they were like convincing him, like, let us do cupping on your back. And he put glass jars, like, you know how they put like fire in the glass jars and they just suction it onto your skin. I'm pretty sure he still has circles to this day. And we went how many months ago?
It did take a while. It probably took like 2 months.
It was like 3 months. I was very concerned. Yeah. Like, I genuinely was like, oh god, like he has internal bleeding that's never gonna go away.
I've always wanted to do it though, so I wouldn't do it again. Would not do it again. Unless maybe you gotta do it consistently, and then it wouldn't hurt as bad. But
I don't think so. It looked painful.
Maybe you should start doing it.
Your skin was purple.
It was painful.
It was purple.
Very painful.
They told him that was something was wrong with his liver.
Yeah, when it's that dark.
Yeah, they were like, something's not okay with your liver. And then they flopped him over like a fish, and then they just pulled out like a razor, and they were like, we're going to shave your beard now.
Yeah, they trimmed me up.
But it looked painful. Like, it looked so painful. Like, they were just like pulling and tugging on his face. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Like, oh, do you want me to hold your hand?
Because it wasn't a barber shop, so it's not like... One, not a lot of people have beards.
It was at a massage parlor. Like, yeah. Why did she randomly just pull out shears and scissors? I'm like, what else do y'all offer? They also offered to clean our ears, and I was like, I'm good.
Didn't they do that for you?
I think they did, yeah, they did actually.
She was working on my beard.
But I can't remember. Did she do it like she did the old fashioned where they roll up the paper, set it on fire, and cleanse it? That I don't even remember.
Yeah, they did.
I think I was so lost in the sauce.
There was a lot of fire.
There was a lot of fire in that room for it being a massage parlor.
They gave us awesome snacks though.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Really good snacks.
At each spa.
Every single spa. Like, we got a tray, like a little charcuterie board. When we went to the 24-hour spa, they gave us like a whole charcuterie board of just like oranges that were already peeled. Oh my gosh. They gave us like tea. Oh, the tea is so good. Like, just perfectly warm room temperature tea. Yeah. And then it's like they gave us like little bags of like cookies and chips that were only written in Chinese. So we will never know that brand again, but it was so good. I passed out. I was snoring. They were laughing at me.
She was.
Trevor was like, "Babe, are you good over there?" And I was just like,
That's how she sounds, you guys.
Yeah, with the drool. But I mean, guys, we had such an amazing time, and I've actually brought up the podcast several times to Trevor and was like, do you think we should bring it back? And during my birthday, I just turned 28, you guys. I'm 28, you guys. Wow, last time we were here, I was 26, I believe. And I did a
I say nothing.
Huh?
I say nothing.
Yeah, he's learned. Last time that we streamed was on my birthday, and we did a 24-hour capped birthday subathon, and this was literally last weekend. And just like nonchalantly, I'm just talking to everybody on stream, and I'm like, yeah, by the way, like, we have a podcast. And everyone's just like, why are you barely mentioning this? So yeah, that was kind of funny. And I think like a few of our community members have actually taken the opportunity and the time out of their day to come and listen to a few episodes, and they've all, yeah, like, so much love to you guys. Thank you guys for doing that. And they told us like, "Oh, these are great." We actually have a friend from Australia. He's one of our mods on Twitch, and a mod, if you don't already know, is somebody that helps control your channel. They kind of just help monitor your chat room and make sure it's still going according to what that channel is wanting. As well as like if we do need to ban people, they help out so I don't have to stop mid game. And like actually yesterday, or not yesterday, what was it? Friday? Yeah, we had someone come in for the very first time and call me a bad word, and I was like, "Oh, I've made it! Oh, sick! I've made it! I'm a streamer." But yeah, that was funny. And so our mod from Australia has actually been listening to season 1 of Bubbly Banter, and he's been actually like updating us and telling us like, "Oh, I just got to episode 8, and I don't even remember half the stuff I talked about in season 1."
I had to go back last night when you were talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna do the episode 1, season 2 tomorrow. I was like going back. We were sleeping in our fort, out in the living room,
Yeah.
and I was like scrolling. I was like, oh yeah, there was quite a few episodes. I was like,
25.
No.
25 episodes, and they're all at least what, 30 to 45 minutes long, maybe even an hour at some point. But yeah, no, there's so many. I even actually was like, you know what, maybe I'll join the community and start listening to it. And I started listening to episode 1, season 1, and I turned it off. I was so cringed out at my own voice. So I was like, I can't do this, especially seeing how far I feel like I've grown comfort wise as a streamer.
Making fun of a mic.
Huh?
Like in front of a mic.
Yeah, like I feel so natural in front of a microphone, and like I mean I've dressed up as a hot dog on stream, and
Zoe.
We done cosplays on stream.
Dog.
He was my mystery. And I feel like it's just more natural now. So like I don't feel like I have to try so hard to put on a certain type of voice while recording. I think it's just this is actually kind of why I wanted to come back to podcasting, because like streaming really encouraged me to be more natural and just more myself, because like you're live, you can't fake what you're doing on camera. Like you can't fake your expressions, your reactions, your emotions. You can't. So I feel like this is just more natural, and bringing it up to the community and having them give us positive feedback on several episodes. I'm like, why don't we just bring it back then? Let's just do it. So we updated our cover photo. So if you are here from season 1 and you remember the original logo had like a tie-dye swirl and it said Bubbly Banter with some flowers on it, I thought, you know what, I'm more into like the Y2K stuff right now, and I'm just all about pink. So
chair, mic.
And so we went ahead and updated the cover art, and I added Trevor's name in. So instead of it just saying, you know, Sierra Dene,
old last name.
My old last name, Sierra Dene Mendoza's. No, yeah.
Skowski now.
Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Dad. So yeah, instead of it saying my maiden name, it now has me and Trevor listed as the host because he is my co-host. And then on YouTube, it's all updated over there as well. So it was really fun. We made the announcement to a few of our friends and our community members that season 2 is already in the work. So this has been great.
Can I ask you a question, my love?
Yeah.
So you said there's been a lot of growth, right?
Yeah.
So for someone who wants to get into content creation, podcasting, streaming, whatever it might be, what's the number one tip you would give them to if they're like camera shy, if they're like and recording shy?
Camera, like being in front of the camera? Yeah. I mean, I would say like my number one tip is don't force it. Like if you want to start somewhere, what I did, I was very camera shy. Like hence going back to season 1, there's all this cover art for the entire video because I was way too shy to be behind a camera. I was so insecure. I kept thinking like, oh, I'm not pretty enough to be behind the camera. I know.
You 10 out of 10. 1,000 out of 10.
I love you. Thank you, sweetie. I don't know. I was right there at one point where I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want my real life friends to know I'm doing this. I don't want people to find me on social media and be like, who does she think she is, coming from this tiny little town and now she wants to be something big. Like I was so afraid of judgment. I was so afraid of people like that just knew me personally judging me for reaching this dream of I've always known I wanted to create, like from a very small age. Didn't know how, didn't know what it was going to be. I thought it was going to be YouTube videos. I've dabbled in YouTube and like doing short-term vlogs, but even then I was uncomfortable in front of the camera. So then I thought, let me try podcasting because at least that way I'm behind the microphone. I was always very insecure about my voice as well, though, growing
Gosh,
up.
she's posting covers.
Yeah, well, not even just that, just like my voice in general. Like, I was told as a kid that I sounded like an annoying squirrel, and so that just made me feel like I didn't have the voice that it took to be like behind a microphone either. But I knew I was meant to do something in the sense of creation, and so like my advice for anyone out there who might be camera shy, but you're like, I want to start, but I don't know where. Maybe try like if you want to stream or if you want to do podcasting or if you want to do like content on TikTok, figure out what it is that you're passionate about. Go for it. No one's forcing you to put your face behind a camera. No one is forcing it. I mean, I literally did 25 episodes with no video. No one has seen my face. Um and I just kept trying to force myself to like grow because I knew I wanted to grow. I knew I wanted to come out of that comfort zone. And so I encouraged myself. Maybe force is a strong word, but I encouraged myself to take those baby steps. And now like we invested in like a webcam for streaming. And so now that we've done that, I'm like, well, why don't we try this out for podcasting as well? So streaming, it's a form of creation as well, but it's more heart to heart, I guess you could say in that moment because you're live. It's not just you pushing out something that was pre-recorded. And so for me, I think streaming was actually like a major push for me because it's like, oh man, like this is kind of nerve-wracking because it's
Like there's
live
no hiding.
interaction. Yeah, like it's live interaction, but you're also live entertaining. Um, and I think like find a comfort zone for you if you're interested in starting somewhere but you don't know where. Try and figure out something that makes you happy. Give it a go. It's always going to be uncomfortable the first few times. Always. It's never going to be perfect right off the bat. It won't. So just keep trying to find things that make you happy. Take baby steps into it. Go at your own pace. And then you'd be really shocked at the development that you receive and obtain over time. I'm literally like, I looked back at episode 1, season 1, and I could tell I was so shy in that first episode. And then, like, even looking back at some of my clips from streaming from when I was like a baby streamer, and I was only streaming to Trevor because he was the only one that was watching me. I literally was like,
You
oh my
switched.
gosh. Yeah, like it's a big difference. Like there's still growth. I'm still growing. I want to get even more out of my comfort zone. I want to be more accepting of who I am, and I want to be more like bold with who I am unapologetically. I don't want to apologize for who I am. I don't want to apologize for being family friendly. I don't want to apologize for the heart of gold that I try to give out to everybody whenever I do post what I post, because when I do post anything, it's full heartedly. I put my whole heart into everything that I do. And I think that's the number one thing that I want people to see is my heart in it. I want them to see my love for what I'm putting out there. But at the end of the day too, like I want them to see me as um just someone who is never going to apologize for the person that I am and the person that I'm growing to be and the person that I will become at the end of it all. I don't know. That's just my advice to anyone who wants to start forming content. Just be unapologetically yourself because you will find your crowd. You will find your people. You will find the people that will accept you full-heartedly. And you're going to come across people who don't accept you, and that's okay too. I get so many hate comments for being family friendly. I get so many hate comments because I have a PC that sits on a tiny little piece of wood beneath my desk. There's going to be people that will hate on you no matter what, but you cannot let those negative comments or their opinion about whatever it is that you're pushing out get the best of you, because in the end of the day their opinion does not matter. As long as you're doing what makes you happy, as long as you're doing what you love, and as long as you are happy while doing what you love, that's all that matters. So I think that's just my biggest piece of advice.
And from the husband's point of view, so any of you who want to start content creation, who's dating or married, um, there's a lot. She does so much, and it's not. She turns. I think our pastor's wife, our friend, pointed this out. She thought like, oh, Sarah just hops in front of the computer, hits go live, and runs with it. There is so much content creation, and that's where Sierra's been trying to encourage me. There's a lot of work that goes into it. It's not just film a video here, film a video there, film a podcast here.
There's like editing,
the networking she does.
Networking is key too. Like, I'm not saying don't go into other people's streams or TikTok channels or YouTube channels or whatever it is and only interact with them to hope that it's going to get you something in the end. Your networking still has to be meaningful. Like, don't be there for the wrong reasons, because the wrong reasons will show, and people can tell. They can totally tell when you're not there for the correct intentions, and you're not going to get anything out of it other than wasting your time and wasting their time. And then that's when you're not going to see that growth, because people can genuinely see when you're only there to boost yourself and not be there intentionally for that person that you're trying to grow a connection with. Because networking isn't just about getting your name out there. It's also about growing genuine connections. And I don't think a lot of people understand that either.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because so obviously I try to help mod for my wife, for Dainty. And we can see the difference. We can see when people come in and they're like, hey, follow me on Twitch, or hey guys, I'm streaming over here, like, if you guys want to come watch this, like, don't do that, like, if you want to network. But if you're doing like what Dainty or does, is she'll find someone she's actually interested in, whether a category on Twitch or just a video she saw on TikTok, and she'll comment, she'll share it, she'll interact with it, and then it starts organically. But it takes a lot of time.
It really does.
It's a full-time job that she does.
It's a full-time job, and then like, I'm someone who also has a full-time job, and my full-time job keeps me overtime. So there's times where I'm literally cutting into my own stream schedule because I'm getting home late, but I still have to also be a wife. I still have to also help out with the chores as much as I can, at least. And then I still have to set up for, stream that day. So like, and a lot goes into my setup. I have a software that I use that just requires so much, like it's click happy, really. It's click happy, and I have a lot of refreshing to do. And so Trevor sees it. He has seen me run home. I will sometimes even skip dinner. He'll have to bring food to me while I'm streaming, and then I try to be mindful of like the entertainment that I'm giving to the audience and my community and new viewers that come in, because like, I don't want them to think that I'm not putting my heart into it. Not that there's anything wrong with eating behind the camera. Like, I'm not trying to say that at all. But for me, like, I just put my whole heart into everything that I do, and like, I want to present it well. And yeah, like, I just always strive to be the best at everything that I'm doing. As far as like, even if I'm working my 9 to 5, I may not like my job at all, in the sense of just being in dentistry, because my real true passion is to create. It's to push content out there. It's really not to be a front desk receptionist, but I don't think anyone really has that dream. And dreamed about this day since you were a kid?
That's what I wanted to do.
That's what I literally, in kindergarten, I told them to put that on my senior quote in kindergarten. I said, look, take a picture of me.
Your senior quote?
Yeah. I said, guys, I'm in kindergarten, but when I'm a senior, I want my quote to be, my dream is to be a receptionist. No, actually, in kindergarten, they made us like grab like little outfits. I don't know if they did this for you. But when I was in kindergarten, they would make us grab little outfits and put them on, and they would take photos of us against a wall. Like, I just had she was a really cute kindergarten teacher. Like, I think she did this on her own. This must have just been out of her pure happiness and heart. But like, she had all these outfits, from being a firefighter, a doctor, a police officer, a nurse, a dentist, like all of these a lawyer, all of these major job things that you could select. And like even a construction worker. And she was like, put them on, go stand behind the wall or back, like put your back to the wall. I'm going to take a picture. It's going to go like on a certificate. And when you graduate, this is what we're going to give to you to see if this is what you still chose. Yeah. She never showed up to graduation. I think she passed away.
What?
But yeah, I know, like, it's not funny. It's like not funny, weird. But no, like seriously, like she never showed up.
Mic drop.
At our graduation to present them. Either she moved or she passed away. I can't remember. I was so little.
And
but
that's episode 1, guys.
But no, but seriously, what was it? So I chose to be a police officer, but I couldn't make up my mind. So I said I want to be a police officer or I want to be a firefighter. And that's what I wanted to be when I grew up. But there was never a front desk receptionist costume.
Or Twitch streamer.
Or Twitch streamer. That wasn't even a thing. No, yeah, but I don't know. Sorry. That was just so funny.
That's funny to say that Twitch streamers weren't a thing.
That's really funny to say. Yeah, because what? It's 2026.
I don't even think YouTube Live was a thing yet.
I don't think TikTok was definitely not a thing. Vine wasn't a thing. I don't even think the internet was like, the internet was barely a thing.
YouTube might have been out.
MySpace was probably a thing.
YouTube was out, but not live. Not YouTube Live. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But no, yeah. So like, I don't know. Just my passion is to push content, but I'm still a very hard worker because I don't know, that's just the heart that I have, that anything that I do, I want to be the best at it. And my job even recently threw me a little birthday surprise at work on my actual birthday, and they decorated the break room. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You struggling over there?
I was.
He's struggling to drink his boba, you guys. And the old doctor that sold the practice came in that day of all days and was just like, whoa, whose birthday is it? And he had never met me. And he was like, who are you? And I was like, I'm Sierra. I'm the owner of this house.
That would be funny if you said that.
I know, I should have. Well, no, whenever he came in, I said, who are you? And then I said it just like that because like he was just dressed so casual, and he's 42 and he's retired because he did life right. He sold his practice. He owns like a car shop and all of that or whatever. Well, anyways, him and his husband go gambling all the time. So he just came in so nonchalantly, and he was just like, who are you? And I looked at him and I was like, I'm the owner of this house. And then we both laughed, and he was just like, I love that meme. And he was like, no, but seriously, who are you? And I was just like, I'm Sierra. I'm new here. And he was like, yeah. He was like, whose birthday? I was like, it's mine. And he was like, how long have you been here? And I was like, I've only been here about 3 months. And he was like, yeah, I've been here in the span of 6 months, and they just don't do this kind of thing for a lot of these employees. He's like, so, okay, that's cool. What do you do? And I was like, I'm just front desk. He was like, you're front desk and you got this whole little surprise party. And I was like, yeah. And then the office manager walked in, and she was just like, yeah, this is what we do for hardworking employees. Like, we want them to know we appreciate them. And I'm not going to lie, you guys, I didn't feel too appreciated before. Like, I mean, like, I felt appreciated in ways, but I didn't realize I was appreciated to this extent until my birthday. And I was like, what? And I was like, that's actually really sick. So I don't know. I try to apply myself in everything that I do.
I think that's a life thing too. Like,
yeah.
Got to make sure for content creators, you got to make sure your followers can see, and like you're trying to make things like the best content for them. I mean, as followers of Christ, like, we're here to serve, and so for me, right, I'm not the best at giving her advice on social media stuff. She's the professional, so I have to be like, how else can I help my wife out? And that's trying to do as much of the chores as possible, so when she does get home, she can get on this and that kind of thing. And so for people who are the partners for these future content creators, like, keep that in mind too, because it is a team sport. Even though only one person might be on camera and doing Sorry, guys. Oscar got neutered, so I heard something.
Oh, Osta's our dog. If y'all don't remember. And
oh, yeah. He's like, I'm here.
He's like, hello, I'm in this episode too, everybody. No, but it's true. Trevor does so much for us behind the scenes, and I don't think that I ever tell him enough how thankful I am for his help, because if he wasn't the person he is and as supportive as he is of this dream.
Stop it. No,
Stop
seriously,
it.
I wasn't done yet.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
But no, seriously, I don't know, because I feel like you also have to have that right person in your life that will genuinely encourage you to do the things you love. And he is that for me. He does that for me all the time. He actually is the one that pushed me to start podcasting. He's the one that pushed me to start streaming. He's the one that he saw that potential in me that I didn't really even see in myself. And even though I would always share that dream with him, like, oh yeah, ever since I was a kid, I would just play in my room and twirl around my room and just dream about being an entertainer. And I thought that always meant me being an actress, but you never know. Maybe one day, I don't know. And I always wanted to be an actress. I grew up doing theater as a child. In high school, I was in choir, I was in band. Like, I just loved entertainment. Anywhere that I could get my hands on it, I was doing it, because I was like, I just love entertaining. I just want to put a smile on other people's faces. I don't even care what that means, whether it's singing in an ensemble, whether it's playing a freaking piccolo solo on the marching band, whether it's cheering and our team's losing, but we're trying to hype them up. Like, let's go team. Like, I did everything in my power to put, I don't know, entertainment out there for others. And so when I would share this dream with Trevor, he was just so instantly like, go for it. What's stopping you? And I don't know, like, it was just so different, because I've never met anyone like him that actually encouraged it. Like anyone else that I had ever met, whether it was friends or family members or exes, they're just like, that's kind of a big dream. That's kind of a big dream. And but he's been my day one since literally my day one.
I wasn't bringing this up to have her praise me.
but I want to, because
shucks.
Like, seriously, you guys, it's a lot of hard work to put out content, especially if you're a full-time worker and then you're still passionate about wanting this to go somewhere, and it can take so many years. It really can. It can take decades even. And the fact that I have someone by my side that's like, go for it, and I will help out behind the scenes any way I can, whether it's dishes, laundry, vacuuming, cooking, anything. And he does a lot of it. So that way I can, show up here and still pursue this dream. And so, yeah, I think if you have someone in your life that is like anything like Trevor is for me, make sure you say thank you more often, because we're very, very blessed and lucky to have people like this in our life. And I'm very blessed, and I love you.
Oh, thank you.
I think he's about to cry.
I'm too much of a man to cry on camera.
He wore a bob today, you guys. Don't let him fool you.
To make my wife smile. To make just to put a smile in this beautiful face, right? But what I was bringing up is I didn't want. Thank you, but wasn't trying to get praise out of her. But for the partners out there who have someone who wants to chase a dream, whether it's content creation, starting a business, whatever it might be, you have to. And we had to talk about this, because at first I was getting, there was some frustration, right? When I was like, babe, I'm doing, help with the laundry, please.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Can you get off your phone? Can you tell them bye?
There was stuff like that. But it's when, I don't know when it clicked, to be honest. I don't think either of us could pinpoint it one way or another. But the realizing that your love and seeing, I think it also comes from seeing the person who's chasing dreams like this and big dreams, seeing how much work they're actually doing. Like, it's not just like a side thing, that was like a side hobby and that kind of thing. Seeing that, it's like, she's good at it. She loves it. Let's go for it. And I can't contribute, right? I'm not the best editor. I'm not gonna sit here and make emotes for her. It's just I'm not good like that. So as partners, for people who are listening who want to help your partner, your wife, your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, chase their dreams, I think you got to look at okay, if I love this person, how can I help them? Because I was thinking, oh, I can do something else for her. In reality, I'm not the artist. I'm not the content creator. We've talked about that she's seen my stick figures. No artistic ability here. I've painted
Honestly, though,
her.
I would like that. I would put a stick figure as an emote if it was drawn by you. And then if people want to complain about it, I would be like, you shut your mouth. That's my favorite emote.
But the figuring out how you can serve and help them out is a thing, because having someone chase their dreams. I was watching a video on it, and each dream's different, right? But I was watching Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank. Dun dun dun.
Don't know who that is.
He's a billionaire.
Okay.
But he helps people. Like, have you seen Shark Tank?
Aren't they the ones where they like show the products and they're like, and this is why you should buy my handy dandy scuba diving sponge.
Kinda.
Sponsor me.
Kinda. So people go on in the show who have a small business and they're looking for investors.
Yeah.
And he's one of the investors. And he was giving advice. He's like, okay, if you want to marry someone who's an entrepreneur, be prepared to not see him for the first 10 years. And I don't think it's that extreme. Depending on the business, it can be. Like if she wanted to open her own AI company, I bet that would be tough, and I bet she'd be working a lot more. Or a car company like Tesla or something. So
well, we do have merch.
Yeah, she does, and that's another thing. Like, she designs that, right?
Yeah.
So being prepared that there's going to be times, like, we had to have this conversation recently about with her networking stuff, and she's like, I got a network, because she brought up, she's like, I know you get frustrated when we're at dinner, and I heard her say it, didn't want her to be right, but I remembered watching, it was either Beard or Tim. So either Beard from Happy Happy Gal, or Tim from Super Cat, the content creators in Singapore I like. And like they were talking about, and like that's her job. That, like, they're gonna be on social media. And
I feel like a jerk sometimes, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like when we're out at dinner in a public place and our waiter comes up and he's taking our order, and I'm literally like on my phone, but I slide my phone aside because I'm like, oh, please don't judge me. Like, please, I'm not a jerk. I promise I love my husband.
I think that's one of the things that was getting in my head, is I was worrying about everyone else. I was worried, like, I don't want them to think my wife's like a jerk, or like we're not happy with each other, and that kind of thing. But the world's changing too, like not just content creation, but so many entrepreneurs can work from their phone. And you have to be okay with that. And I think that's one thing that was unfair for me.
But I also understand it at the same time too, because it's like something that I don't think you were like ahead of our marriage. Is not something you were signing up for. So it's
but you signed up for me.
Well, yeah.
Because I was doing real estate.
Yeah.
And if we were at anywhere and I got a phone call, right? I picked it up.
That's true. That is true.
I picked it up and I was like, I'm working.
Yeah.
And I'm just realizing, see, podcast therapy. Who needs a therapist when we can just come in here and record ourselves? But for real though, because I was like, how am I expecting her? Because I had that conversation with you.
Yeah.
We were long distance. You and I were on the phone.
And
we were. I think we were kind of like arguing, to be honest. And I was like, babe, like if you're wanting to marry me, like I'm chasing these dreams right now. You're just gonna have to be okay with it.
And that was kind of it. And I was like, well, all right, he's right. I have to be okay with it.
We were on our honeymoon. Honeymoon was a little different. I think that irked her a little
That
bit.
one irks me because I wouldn't have done that to him. I think, like, even when we were on our honeymoon, I think I was barely into streaming.
You weren't at all.
I was not at all.
Because we didn't have your PC yet. We didn't buy your PC.
You're right. I was in podcasting though. And I had to make sure that we posted an episode on time, even while we were abroad. I remember that. It wasn't streaming, it was podcasting. And I felt horrible because I did tell Trevor, I was like, we're on a strict schedule. It's every Saturday. By the way, season 2, there's no schedule. I'm going to say that right now. I don't want to get burned out on podcasting like I did with season 1. I want to keep you guys entertained in the long run, not just pushing out content every Saturday because I feel like I have to.
Mm.
So, season 2, it's not going to have a set schedule. It might be once a month, it might be twice a month. There might even be a month in between where we don't post an episode. It just depends on how our life is going because we also need to prioritize our lives outside of social media too, which is also another huge key tip, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But yeah, no, I remember so well that he even asked me, he was like, "Are you okay if I take maybe one phone call or two phone calls, if anything?" Because he was closing deals back in the States. And I was just like, I really don't want you to. Like, this is our honeymoon. And I
Mm-hmm.
have been so patient with the fact that he had to take calls any other time. I was like, the only days I'm asking you not to pick up your phone is the day we get married and our honeymoon. And he was so great at all of it.
Did good on our wedding day.
Yeah, I would. I think I would have. I think I would have turned around.
but
I would have turned around
but
if you were
uh,
not good on our wedding day.
I think this is good for anyone because some people, a lot. I think the vast majority of people, you're fine if you work a normal W-2 job. You're fine if you
Mhm.
go and you work in the front desk. You're fine if
Mhm.
you're like me. I work from home doing call center type work.
Yeah.
Um, the mass majority of people want that security, just want that paycheck.
Yeah.
Uh, but if both of you or one of you have an entrepreneurial mindset, which I don't think she knew she had until she got into content creation.
Yeah, I really didn't know that
Um,
about myself.
but I
I
think
really wish I had gone for computer science. Like, I think that's something I look back and wish I
mm,
had done more of. I was like, I wish I would have done like computer science or coding
yeah,
or something pertaining to technology because I did not realize I was going to be surrounded so much by it and also love it so much. It's kind of crazy how
no,
much I love like software and all of that like fun
the
stuff. But sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good. Sorry, I got scared of Thoughts. He was gonna
Okay.
jump
Yeah,
on.
guys,
He's got stitches, so he
yeah,
can't
he's
jump
got stitches. He was literally
on.
just neutered and we can't let him jump on the bed behind us. And
I
again,
can
if you're
pick him
watching
up
this on
though.
YouTube, you know what we're talking about. If you're listening to this in your car on Spotify, we got a bed behind us. Um
um, but with that being said, like for both of us, I think we both have. Like right now, I'm more in. Maybe it's because I've become a husband because I went and got a W-2 job
Mhm.
right after our honeymoon because of those kind of things.
Mhm.
Um, but if one or two of you have the the entrepreneurial mindset, it comes in waves,
Yeah.
right? Like right now, I I want to, but I'm more focused on Sierra. Like there's talk of me doing like not travel agency stuff, but like travel. I'd call it like consulting, just helping people figure out where they want to go,
Mhm.
itinerary type stuff. I want to be doing like too much of the actual booking
Mhm.
because we're so busy. Uh,
Yeah.
but you gotta keep that in mind. Like sometimes you shouldn't ever put your dreams in a closet, lock them away, and forget them about them. Um, but things take time. Like right now, like Dainty Mrs. Petskowski. She's killing it. Like, so it's like, hey, we're so busy. We have church, we have work,
Mhm.
um, we have stream, we have TikToks, and then we have um, podcast is back, right?
Yeah, podcast is
Eh,
back. But then we also have to remember to prioritize our marriage
yeah,
too and spend time as a married couple together
Simply.
where we actually do take a break from social media. So like that's where I wanted to come back and say for another piece of advice to anyone who wants to push out content, make sure you don't make that your number one priority. If you're a believer like we are in your faith, make sure God always stays at top.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you never stop giving the glory to Him. And remember that everything is His will and never ours. But also, if you're married, make sure you're putting your marriage up there too, because your marriage can very easily take a hit if you push your partner away, if you're not grateful for what they do for you to help you pursue this dream.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there's definitely times where even I have to say, okay, networking is not going to happen tonight because, like, I feel in my heart maybe I haven't given Trevor enough attention today, or maybe I just, we have had such horrible schedules lately because his job just recently put him on an evening shift. So
Mm-hmm.
I go to work from 7:45 to 5:30 and then he's at work from 12 to 9 p.m.
Yep.
So like we get very minimal hours to each other every single night now. And so I think that's shown us more like gratefulness in our marriage.
Yeah.
And so,
100%.
like, I think networking for me stops at a specific time, unless it's like I'm networking to the point where it's like we're like actively having a conversation, and I'm like,
Mm.
well, I don't want to just leave them hanging. Let me finish this conversation, and then after that, I'm gonna let them know, hey, I gotta go for the night. Have an amazing rest of your
Yeah.
stream, or like, hey, your TikTok was so funny. Keep up the good work. Whatever the content and networking is, in that moment, and then just remember, don't get burned down on it. Do not allow yourself to get burned out. Don't make yourself feel like you have to continue pushing and pushing and pushing to a breaking point. Listen to your mentality, listen to your physical health as well. When you need a break, you need a break.
Yeah.
But definitely still remember when you need to cut off the networking. That way you're able to still have a healthy life outside of social media, because social media can really, really take a mental toll on people.
Yeah.
And I mean, I say that as somebody who's currently going through it. Like, I genuinely, I see so many amazing streamers that have, I've been following them for like the last 6 months or 7 months or 8 months of streaming,
Hmm.
and I'm seeing their growth take off, and I'm seeing them partner push, and I'm just like, I love that for them. I really truly do. But why am I not partner pushing, you know? And then I get in my head, and then I'm like, well, yeah, but I'm a part-time streamer.
Right.
I only get to stream 3 days a week. I'm an evening streamer. I don't get to stream at the same
Mm.
hours as them. You know what I mean? And it's like it goes back and forth with comparison. And that's gonna be the thief of your joy. Comparison truly is the thief of joy. And it's like, if you don't remind yourself as to why you actually started that content, whatever it may be, and sticking true to what like genuinely had you start it and
Mm.
brought you that happiness to begin with, then you're literally going to lose yourself in all of it. And you're going to end up getting burned out. You're going to end up quitting. You're going to feel like you're not good enough. And I'm not saying that as like, just throwing it out there. I'm actually saying that as someone who's currently feeling this way.
Mm.
Like, I just had a massive stream, like all these goosies on the wall behind us. This is all from my birthday, from like the middle of the
Booty
bed,
call.
from the middle of the bed all the way to the wall in
Yeah.
the back. That's all for my birthday. And it was a blessing. It was an
Mm.
amazing time. I mean, my husband flew out two of my best friends from literally just playing video games online with them as often as I can. He flew them out.
Or they flew
And
out. I just got the
yeah, they
hotel.
they flew out, they drove 10 hours, and he, they just they planned it though.
Hmm.
And I literally told him, I was like, how am I supposed to top that? Like, how is streaming gonna be the same for me after that? Like, I feel like I don't know if there's any way I can even top that, because that was like the best stream of my entire life. That was the best weekend of my entire life. And I've been in a slump. I have been in a slump. And then I have to remind myself,
Mm.
not everything has to be a competition, even with myself. Like, as long as I'm showing up and I'm still putting my full heart into it and I'm still showing my passion for what I'm doing, it'll reward itself in the end.
Mm.
It may take more time than it will for others.
Yep.
And that's okay, because that's God's timing for me. And I have to remind myself that everything's on His time and not my own. And so that's just another piece of advice, is do not let comparison be the thief of joy. Do not allow yourself to get burned out
Mm.
on whatever it is that you're doing. If you feel like you need a mental day, take a mental day. I literally forced myself to stream the other day on Friday. And I was not ready, but we double booked ourselves for Saturday. And that was when I was originally supposed to come back. And I wasn't prepared at all, because we were supposed to build Larry the llama from Fortnite. Like, we have a Lego set.
Lego.
Legos, Lego my ego, and and I didn't have anything prepared, so I just like felt like I was just really letting down the community. I felt like that was like the most unprepared I've ever been. So I got so
Mm.
discouraged with myself. I my vibes were still like so off because I wasn't fully recovered from the 24-hour stream. I was like so mellow, so chill, which is like very opposite of what people see of me on stream.
Yeah.
And, like, I saw my viewer count take a hit, and I was just like, "Man, like, I just don't even know why I went live today. Why did I not listen to my mental health and just take that day off?" Because I forced myself,
Yep.
and that's something you just don't do it. Just don't do it. And I'm saying that as somebody who struggles with those, like, not even on a weekly basis, but maybe every other week. Like,
Yeah.
I can't say a weekly, because if I struggled with this weekly, I wouldn't be doing it anymore. But as someone who struggles with it, like, at least once a month, it can take a toll on you. So it's like where you have to reflect on your
Mhm.
heart at the end of the day, and you have to take a step back and really look at it for the overall picture of what it is,
Yeah.
and just remind yourself why you started. And if networking gets to the point where it feels like you're comparing your progress to that of others, you may want to reevaluate your networking as well and reflect on your heart in that too.
And you can't look at it, and this is something I tell Sierra all the time. But I'll talk from not just a content creation standpoint, but from a business standpoint, since I've kind of dabbled in both. Don't look at it as a source of income.
Yeah.
Because
very true.
For an actual business, you're not going to make any money for the first 2 to 5 years, maybe even 7 years, like where you're actually super profitable. Content creation, when you guys are posting on TikTok, making podcasts, doing Twitch, doing YouTube Live, anything like that, there's no telling. There's literally no telling. Because you might see the subs come in on Twitch, but how much work, how much money did you spend on the games for you to stream, or if you were doing a makeup tutorial for something, how much money did you spend on the makeup to like all that kind of things. So you can't look at it as a business. You gotta just
really
enjoy
can't.
it.
Yeah. And plus it's never gonna, like, social media is never gonna be stable, stable income. It's always gonna fluctuate. There's gonna be bad months, there's gonna be good months, there's gonna be slow months, there's gonna be fast months. I mean, it's such an inconsistent thing to see. And like for us, we're not necessarily big on posting on TikTok. Like we do have an account specifically for traveling, and then we have a YouTube channel that Trevor is going to be in charge of.
Like big life events. That's where
for big life events, anything really. Like that could just be our vlogging channel. But I told him, I said that's all you, sweetie. I cannot put any more social media content on my plate. So if you want to dabble in this, that's all you. He's mentioned wanting to dabble in it for months, but we just haven't had the chance or time. But I mean, in all of that, oh, where was I going with this?
I don't know. This first episode's kind of been. I've been loving it.
I am too. This has been nice. I wasn't really prepared for us to dive into like this whole networking and advice, but I really like where this has been going. But basically, we're not big on. Oh, he was not supposed to jump on the bed. Do you want to go check his stitches? I think he's fine.
He didn't yelp. I'll check after.
Oh gosh, that dog. Well, that's Asta. If you're watching on YouTube, this is Asta. But basically, what I was saying is that, like, there's people out there that post vlogs. They post TikTok videos, and that's their only source of content. There's gonna be good videos that get millions of likes. There's gonna be videos that only get thousands of likes. There's gonna be videos that probably don't get really any interaction at all. And I mean, that's something that big content creators on different platforms, they probably look at that and they think, why did this video not do as well as this other video? And like, it can take a mental hit on you too. For me, it's the analytics for stream. Why did this stream only average 20 viewers when my last stream averaged 50? Or why did my last stream only, even
when you post your clips,
get 3 followers? Yeah, like there's so many analytics that people do look at. And I think my number one advice, and I'm still working on it, okay, so this is going to sound very hypocritical of me, I know, but turn off your analytics. Oh my gosh. I have been saying it for months. I've been doing it, but I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. So I literally will still go back at the end of my streams and I will look at my analytics and it's like, okay, so we did well this stream, or like we rated out with this amount of people in stream and that was a good stream, but there's definitely a lot of times where I'm like, what could I have done better? Was there something I could have done? But at the end of the day, people have lives outside of social media. Like us as content creators, we live a very different life and aspect of life from this perspective. But for the people we're pushing content out to, we also don't know what their life is like. Their life could be very hectic. Their life could be filled with so many more activities than ours. When people can't show up to stream, don't take it personal. Somebody might just be busy that day. Somebody just may not feel like coming to stream that day. And in the sake of pushing out other content, somebody may have just missed your video. Somebody may have missed your TikTok, your vlog. Who knows? But just don't get discouraged by the numbers if you see them, go up and down, because that's bound to happen to anybody, even bigger streamers, bigger content creators on YouTube, TikTok, any of it. So, yeah, that's my advice. And thanks for asking those questions, love. Those were really good questions.
We're gonna come on with some bangers in the next episode. I'll keep my mind going.
I think next episode we will probably dive into, I don't know, maybe we can dive into like traveling, our favorite place that we've gone to
Yeah.
since, yeah, we could probably do that next episode.
Okay.
Talk about where we've gone and which one of the places was our favorite and why. And yeah, we'll give y'all a little backstory of what all we've done in the sense of travel next episode. But all right, is there anything else you want to talk about for this one?
No, that's fun.
This was a really fun time, you guys. I'm glad we brought back Bubbly Banter Podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 1, season 2 of Bubbly Banter Podcast. I'm your host, Sierra, and this is my co-host,
Trevor.
And thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I hope you have an amazing day. As I say on Twitch, please just know that you are so much bigger than any problem that you are facing behind closed doors. That problem you're going through is only temporary, and it's just a moment, a bad time, but it's never a bad life, and you will get through it. Alrighty, you guys, we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
God bless you. Bye.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below.
Ooh, yeah, you have to say that again.
I know, right?
Bye.
Bye.